Hi, my name is Heather Prejean. I became a Christian at a young age, elementary age, probably around the age of 7. Have attended church my whole life. I'm a bit of a planner, a little bit of a control freak, some would say, but as a Christian, we know we are not in control. One of my favorite verses, Jeremiah 29:11, tells us, that God has made a plan for our lives to give us a hope and a future. At the age of 10 years old, in fact, the month I turned 10, I started getting migraine headaches, debilitating migraines, and never had any major testing done. A friend and a neighbor who was a physician told my parents this is classic textbook migraines, that's what she has. And so, struggled with that through high school, college, and when I went away to college, my mom suggested I get a neurologist to help treat me up there so I wouldn't have to come home and get treatment. He ordered a MRI, just a baseline MRI of the brain. And at that time I was diagnosed with what's called an AVM, an arterial venous malformation of the brain. It's your blood vessels do not connect properly. It was a bit of a shock. And on a scale of 1 to 5, they grade them based on size and location and complexity of your AVM. I was a 5, an overachiever. We went and saw several specialists. The doctors said 2 things. They all had 2 things in common. And number 1 was, we can't touch yours, we can't take it out, we won't do surgery. And number 2, we don't suggest you have children. Well, at the time, I had not met my spouse. But being the planner, I always had a plan for my career. I was going to get married, have children, do everything that everybody does. And so my dad sat me down that day, the day of diagnosis, and said, everybody has something. This is your something. And God is in control. Heather, you are a Christian. You have been since a young age. You know that. So I took a day, was upset, cried a little bit, but from then on, I knew God had a plan for my life. It was still scary, still the unknown, but pray for peace, in that and what that would mean for my life. I am blessed, very blessed. I have a spouse, a husband, Andre, who is just my rock, and we have 2 healthy, beautiful boys. God has blessed us, and I have a career that I love. God has been there for me. He has allowed me to still move on with life and have a wonderful life. But why? Why did this happen? And, as a child, I used to pray, God, please take these migraines away. You don't understand as a young child, why am I hurting for no reason? But He has recently revealed to me why. And we know everything works to the glory of God, and you know that, but what does that mean for you? And recently I had an acquaintance reach out to me. Someone had told her that I got severe migraines, and she had begun getting migraines, and I don't know her well. I don't know her salvation story or if she is a Christian, but something she said to me struck me. She said, I can't live like this. I don't know how you've done it for 30 years. I can't go on like this. And I had those thoughts as a young person. If this is going to be the rest of my life, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And I told her, yes, you can. And of course, we talked about some practical things that she could do, and you need to get a doctor. But I told her, I said, this is not me. And I said, this is strictly a God thing. God has taken care of me all this time. And there are so many new things, medications now that you can use. At the time when I was young, there wasn't. And God has blessed me. He has not taken my migraines away, but He has, allowed me slowly, not in my time frame, but He has given me a medication that works. And He's also given me the career that I always dreamed about. So I still have migraines. I still have an AVM. But I have the great physician, and, I have the great planner for my life. He has ordained my steps. He has given me the days that I will live. And praise God, and to the glory of God, He has taken care of me and blessed me with much more than I ever planned for myself.